So everyone, 6 questions. What is it that you most deeply and profoundly love?
Well, at a personal level, I was truly fortunate to have my son when I was 45, and he brings me so much joy. And it's family. Families, however they are made up, are what makes up our community. At an island level, I love the fact that Guernsey is my home, and it's that inexplicable sense of belonging and that feeling that you get when you come back to Guernsey after being away for a while. But globally, I also love the natural world, and I just never cease to be amazed by it. And from that comes my desire to preserve and to protect it for our generation and for future generations.
What are your deepest and most profound gifts?
My parents were young adults during the war, and they knew what scarcity was. And from them both, I think, I've developed a resourcefulness, the ability to improvise and to repair and to make something from nothing and to find alternative ways of doing something. And I think with that comes a resilience. In bringing up my son, if I can teach him kindness and resourcefulness, then I will feel that I've succeeded in some way as a mother.
What are your deepest and most profound responsibilities?
Well, at a personal level, it would be bringing up my son to be a good member of society. But at an island level, for the last 4 years, it's been a profound responsibility to be a people's deputy. It's been a privilege to be invited into so many homes over these last 4 weeks while I've been canvassing for the election, to see the rich and varied tapestry of life in our small community and to listen to all of the different voices that make it what it is. At a global level, I believe we each have a responsibility to protect and to preserve the biodiversity and resources and climate of our planet for future generations.
If there was one thing you would change about the world, what would it be?
It would be unfairness. It's directly or indirectly responsible, I think, for nearly all of the world's ills. We need to strive for fairness. It doesn't mean that everyone has the same, and it's not the same thing as equality. There's a lovely cartoon you might have seen to illustrate this point, and there's 3 young boys looking over a fence at a football match, and they're each standing on a box, and the tallest boy can see over the fence easily, and the middle boy can just see over the fence, and the smallest boy can't see at all. Now, it's equal, but it's not fair. And in the second picture, the smallest boy has 2 boxes, and the middle boy has 1 box, and the tallest boy has no boxes at all to stand on. And that's fair because they can now all see the football match.
If there were no limits, what would you do?
I'd like to make it possible by magic for people to walk in other people's shoes. I mean, people are not inherently unthoughtful or uncaring, but we often live in a bubble and don't see just how difficult life can be for other people, or see how things look from their perspectives. I know I'm guilty of this sometimes, and I do strive not to be. And I'd say if you have the chance, try and read A Theory of Justice by John Rawls, or for a much more accessible version, actually, there's a book called Justice by Michael Sandel, who also has some very good YouTube videos. It certainly changed how I thought about things.
And finally, what does the greatest place on earth mean to you, to live on earth mean to you?
It's a place where there's fairness, respect, compassion and kindness, care for each other and the environment. Thank you.
Yvonne, thank you.
Thanks.